Thank you very much for the opportunity to be interviewed today as the Executive Manager of the People That Deliver initiative. I've just recently come into this position after having a number of years' experience as a hospital pharmacist, then as a community pharmacist, and more recently doing research into human resources for health in supply chains in the Pacific. It's certainly my pleasure now to be in this role where I get to focus my ideas in a global context. The People That Deliver initiative is a relatively new initiative that started in 2011. It's an initiative of approximately 80 organisations that globally have come together, understanding there's a need to professionalise the human resources needed to run public health supply chains. The goals of the initiative are to get global recognition that strong supply chains are essential for good health outcomes, to get governments and national institutions to really look at professionalising supply chain management personnel, and to look at providing tools and evidence to allow countries to improve their focus on human resources for health in supply chains. The way we do this is that there is a board that is representatives from private enterprise, academia and governments, and come together to give vision and focus for the initiative. The activities of the initiative are worked through 3 working groups: a research working group, a technical working group, and an advocacy and knowledge management working group, where members form part of those groups and provide the activity. Overall, the activity for our initiative comes from our operational plan, which comes from our strategic plan. So together we're working with one goal, and that is to improve human resources for health in supply chains in a country context. We often get inquiries about how people become members of People That Deliver, and it's quite easy. Any organisation who has an interest in human resources for supply chains can become a member simply by accessing our website and following the links there. There are 3 main ways that People That Deliver can aid countries as they seek to focus on human resources for supply chains. The first one is by using our advocacy tools to talk to their own governments or organisations who organise supply chains in their country. The second is to access the tools that we have for assessing the human resources in your supply chains, or other tools to help improve education or retention strategies in using your country. The third way is by using our various platforms to communicate with other interested parties in human resources for supply chains, to share stories and learn from each other, so that overall you can see what's suitable for your own country context. One of the aims of the People That Deliver is to share stories from people who are undertaking activity in regards to human resources for supply chain strengthening. There are 2 ways that people can share their stories and tools that they may be developing themselves. The first is by letting us know their stories through email, and we can incorporate their stories into our newsletters. The second is if you have tools that you've been developing and find useful, you can upload those on the PSM Toolbox website, which is a site that a lot of people already access in order to get tools for supply chain management. There are 2 places where people who are interested in People That Deliver can learn more about us. One is by our website, and the second is through keeping up to date by becoming a follower on our Twitter account.